Hello everyone, I'm Tuco. Welcome back to another episode of the LDR Structures Reforged series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Dwarven Tower. So as you can see behind me, we have my newly reforged Dwarven Tower. And then over to the left, or right, I suppose, over here, we have the current Dwarven Tower, which is quite bland. I suppose we'll get right into it. I guess we'll start with the exterior. So as you can see, mine has sort of like a few layers, if you will. You have the first two layers, the next three layers, and then the other two up here on top. Now, with the other Dwarven Tower, it's quite plain. It's quite plain. And, the dwarves, they are amazing builders. So, of course it's going to be epic, but it's not. So, I tried to make it a lot more epic, adding a bunch of detail everywhere and anywhere I could. I started things off with some nice pillars here. We got some wonderful pillars holding up the main structural support of the tower here, as you can see. And then going up, we have a continuing of some more pillars and just a whole bunch of detail added in here. Also placed in a few dwarven glowing bricks just to light the place up a bit. Because it was getting quite dark and I didn't really know quite how to do it. And torches didn't look quite right, so decided to add a bunch of dwarven brick in some nooks and crannies here, as you can see. Also, as we continue up the tower, we reach some more pillars that add, again, some more wonderful looking support, as well as some walls just holding it together, as you can see. Very nice details, I must say. At the very top here, there really isn't too much going on here. Mainly because I really didn't know what do you top a tower with. I guess just defenses, so I just kind of made it a very defensible position. Anyway, so let's start at the very bottom and work our way up through all the different layers of this tower, because each one has a purpose, unlike the other tower where it's just kind of there's one level, there's another, not really having a purpose to it. But anyway, here at the bottom level. Oh, that's not facing quite right. Neither is that one. But the rest are. So here at the bottom layer, we have, of course, some armors here. Just give it some detail, some nice looks. And then we have some storage here because down at this level, we have a smithy. And actually, if I come around the back here, you guys will see there's like a little furnace that is poking out of here, as you can see. And this is for the forge that's inside there. Because I figured, a fortress would need like a smith in order to, repair broken armors and weapons and whatnot. And so I think it was a good idea to add that there. We also have, of course, crafting bench, anvil, a cauldron, of course, to cool down the metals that are finished. And of course, also a dwarven crafting bench. So if we continue our way up here, we reach the barracks for all the dwarves stationed in here. I made them bunk beds in order so that you can fit, of course, more dwarves in here. They also have some booze, of course, because, come on, dwarves need booze. And then, of course, there's also chests scattered around for all their belongings. Now, as we continue upstairs here, we will reach the main dining hall. It was kind of hard to actually fit in a dining hall here because, of course, this massive thing is right in the middle. Oh, and before I continue, I know I've already showed you guys this, well, a version of this in the One Ring server because I used it in the One Ring server. I think it looks quite nice there. But one thing that for those of you who haven't seen that series, one thing that's always bugged me about this build, I built this actually quite a while ago. I want to say maybe 6 months ago, honestly. But one of the things that bugged me was I made it an even. In Minecraft, you want to build in odds. Building in odds is the best thing you can ever do. So building like 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, whatever. But I built this one in evens. So I think I built it like 12 wide or 8 wide or something like that. And that's why you have this massive bulky pillar in the middle, which it wasn't supposed to be that way. But I got too far in the build that I decided, well, I'll just roll with it. It'll be fine. The dwarves like evens. We'll just keep it that way. All right. So with this dining hall, because of how big this was, I had to kind of fit it so that everything was facing outward. And honestly, I think I like how it actually turned out. They're all facing, a wonderful view of the surrounding lands, and I think it's quite nice. Anyways, we continue up the stairs here. We will reach the Armory, in which we got several weapons, chests, and also armors, of course, being lit up by the Dwarven glowing bricks, which is very nice. And if we continue up the stairs here, we will reach, of course, the kitchen. The kitchen, I suppose. In which here we have, of course, furnaces, crafting benches, cauldrons, anything and everything that you could possibly imagine, plus plates and barrels and all kinds of wonderful stuff. Now, if we continue up the stairs, we will reach I guess you can call it the meeting hall for all the prominent dwarven figures in the fortress, like captain, all kinds of military personnel. And in here I decided to use a big vaulting ceiling, basically. And also, I decided to keep it very open, actually. As you can see, there's a lot of open space in here. And honestly, I really like how this turned out. We've got some nice arches going on here to give it some support and extra detail. Wonderful arches here, of course, and being supported by this main central wall for all the windows. And then over here, in each corner, we have stairs leading up to the commander's living quarters, or I guess, living quarters / bedroom. So here we have in the middle a wonderful closet, I suppose. Wonderful closet here. And up on top, we also have some weapons. And then if we go over here through this nice little area here, we have, of course, his armor and chests on each side here. And these chests are vaulted. Well, I shouldn't say vaulted, but they're put on the walls here. Just give it some more space. That way some things aren't just all over the ground. There are also some more chests over here, and of course the bed, as well as his booze store up here. And if we continue up the stairs here we'll reach the final layer of this tower, which is the very top, which of course there's nothing up here because I couldn't figure out what exactly to put up here. But it is a very good defensible position, as you can see. You can see all the surrounding territories, and because there's a wall under here, you can kind of get up here, and you can even stand on top of there if you want, if you're feeling lucky. Also, I do believe that you can fire through these slots if you want to. Though I don't really know how you'd hit anything. It'd have to be right on top of you in order to hit anything. But you can hit people who are pretty far away. I mean, look at that. That's a pretty good range. And if I had my chunks loading a little bit further, you could see quite a ways away. It's a very nice tower for like a lookout tower or something like that. So I definitely recommend you guys, if you're in survival mode, to use it for like a watchtower. Because honestly, it's a pretty good one. Anyway, guys, I do believe that's going to do it for this episode of the LTR Structures Reforged series. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please be sure to hit that like button as always. I'm Tuco. God bless. I'll see you guys next time.